I believe animals remind us of the present, and they bring us back to the present and to living here and now, and they remind us of the bliss and of innocence, non-judgment. I've always been completely in love with horses. And so I went to a conventional riding school. I got taught the conventional ways of riding and being around horses specifically. And a lot of the horses weren't happy. Coming from a love kind of background, I didn't like the fear-based, and a lot of the conventional training and things aren't fair, in my opinion, on the animals or the people. And then it was wonderful when the natural horsemanship became quite popular, and that was seen as the alternative to the conventional way. And then the moment you step into the alternative way, so many other doors open up, and you meet so many other people doing other practices, and also wanting a friendlier, kind way to communicate and to work. Alternative for me would mean no force, because anything forced can never be beautiful. If there's correct and clear and kind communication, there doesn't need to be any kind of violence or force. And you need to be coming from an understanding, kind, loving feeling, otherwise there isn't going to be any cooperation or any proper communication. The way I experience animal communication is on several different levels. So, say level 1 would be observing their behavior and watching their body language. All animals, you need to spend at least 10-20 minutes just observing how they are. You can also communicate intuitively, and then animals really enjoy it, because a lot of people, especially when they've got ill animals or injured animals, they think they can't communicate with the animals. They think they don't know what's wrong. They're actually frustrated because they're silent, but they're not silent. And you just need to learn and need to practice how to listen and how to communicate. In whichever way they choose to communicate their thoughts and feelings to you, they will if you allow them to. I studied at the Racing and Equestrian Academy of South Africa in Summerveld, and there I got very interested in anatomy and physiology and rehab work. And then I decided I wanted to go to Onderstepoort and study vet nursing. I studied vet nursing there for 1.5 years, and then I dropped out. And then in between all of that, I did holistic healing courses with animals, a lot of equine classes, and I did Pirelli work and Monty Roberts and T-Touch. Most certainly you can combine a whole lot of different practices that are appropriate for each individual situation or case. In the case of Tunzi, I started off with T-Touch. T-Touch is an alternative practice that starts off with body awareness. So it starts off with observation, and then you will proceed to body touching and getting to know the animal on their terms and what they're comfortable with, and noticing how they react and respond to that. And then it's the T-Touch as such is a specialized massage that works in circular motions and that works on a cellular level. So you're not working with muscles or tendons or anything. You're working at a cellular level to wake up the cells and remind them of their perfect potential. skeletal structure is quite frail. He used to not be able to walk at all, and now he's walking and even had a little run after the tea touch. Now the sesame oil that I used, that nourishes the muscle and down to the bone, so that helps with bone reconstruction, and you can use it for people and animals. The use of the herbs, I used lavender and I used rosemary, and I made a tea from it. I boiled it for around 10 to 15 minutes, let it cool down. The rosemary helps with cleaning the skin and with bacteria and with parasites. Tunzi's got quite dry, irritable skin, so the lavender is nice on his skin because it soothes it. To keep myself grounded, I do transcendental meditation, I do Falandafa, and I do like body relaxation for psychic communication. I also try and eat as healthy and as organic as possible. I go surfing, I go hiking. I spend a lot of time in nature and the outdoors. And I try to stay as active as possible. In my opinion, my spirituality is part of everything I do, and it flows over into everything I do. And with my dealings with people, with my dealings with animals, with my dealings with plants and books and everything.